Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our weekly market update. This morning I've got Fraser and Jordan with me. How are we, guys?
Not too bad, thank you. Pretty good.
How's the activity been this week in our property management space, right?
It's been pretty good, actually. Kayla did 7 open homes on the weekend, on Saturday. And we
7,
had,
that's quite a few. That's the most we would have done for quite a while.
Over weekends. But there was 2 where no one showed up, but then the other 5, there was multiple numbers there.
Oh, that's good.
People come through and have a look, which is good. And then, during the week, I think we've leased out 3 properties last week.
Yep.
As well. So, it's definitely a bit going on there, and there's interest is there.
Yeah.
The properties are priced right.
Okay. So a little bit quieter is why we're doing more open homes on the weekend, just making feel about availability for better quality.
Yeah, just to try and create that more interest. And some people can't get there during the week, which is understandable. People working full-time jobs and that sort of thing. So that's why we've been trying to do a bit more of a weekend and create some interest that way. And it's been working, as the results have shown, that get people to come and have a look.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, and so that's a few applications coming out of those. I would imagine generally volume of applications that we're getting 1, 2, 3, 5.
It's kind of property dependent, but it's been pretty quiet. Like there's probably 2 to 3 on most properties, I'd say. Like there's not heaps where 12 months ago, 18 months ago, it was probably 10 on a property. But now there's 3 or 5. So,
okay. And price sensitive in relation to is it how well they're priced, or is it what price bracket they're in you think is affecting it?
I'd say what price bracket it's in. Yes, that is the key one. And then there's a lot of properties, like properties with land and storage and that sort of space will always go well. Have gone well, but the more similar properties that are in towns, that sort of thing is where the price bracket comes into it. And where the applicants come from.
Okay. And what about sales? What's been happening this week, Jordan?
Well, we've had a bit of a busy week this week. We've had a couple of pretty decent priced properties get under contract as well. So that's quite exciting for the area as well. And we've managed to get, I know myself, 2 properties under conditional this week as well. So it's been a sense that the market's here and all around around the Huon Valley itself, that's all doom and gloom. But I think there's enough buyers out there for everyone that things are still positive in the market right now.
Okay. So, a little bit quieter with volume of open homes this weekend?
Well, we had 5 open homes, so I guess the intent was there from us as a working team. But
sold a lot more of the houses than what we've had over the last week.
Well, it just shows that open homes are still helping, they're still there, but regardless of your house being on the market, we've still got the buyers coming through. So and properties are still going under contract and still going through quite comfortably. So it's a one that I feel we got 2 weeks to go and we're in spring.
Feeling like spring weather the last 2 weeks, hasn't it? A little bit. So it's been rather mild and bit of rain about here and there, and so it has been feeling very much like spring. I'm sure there'll probably be one last kick of winter to let us know that
that's not
on the way out. It's probably going to happen on the way out as we get a little closer. That's probably one to sort of keep an eye on as far as new properties coming to market. I know you're probably in the same boats. A few that sort of put away and getting ready to launch. So
look, it's been probably the driest year we've ever had. So it's actually not wet underfoot in paddocks and in gardens where often people are waiting off until October, November to bring their property to market. But this year, if we don't get torrential rains for the next few weeks, then the reality is the weather's like spring is probably going to come on early, and we don't really need to wait for the ground to get dry to be able to bring certain properties into the market. So it's probably a good year to actually come to the market early compared to what we are in a lot of other years. So so it'll be interesting to see what happens. We saw New Zealand drop their interest rates last week, which is interesting. They went, I think, 6 or 8 months before us. So when they started putting them up, and theirs were higher than ours. So I know some of the agents I know over there, they've been feeling the pain a lot more than what Australia has. Their market dropped off, which it was noticeable at our Harcourt's International Awards this year, where it's normally New Zealand cleaning up, where they still did well, but they didn't have the volume of transactions over there last year compared to normal. So so I'm sure their markets will be very excited about that change. But generally, the US talking about it and New Zealand actioning it, we tend to follow suit a few months behind. So I'd say we're sort of looking at that. So if we start seeing them do any more or the US do one, then we're probably not going to be too far behind, which will give us that sign of, are we at the bottom of the market? Probably.
Yeah.
Like whether it's been or whether it's coming soon, I think we're in that phase right now. So it's a great time to get into the market for people. And a lot of people are thinking, oh, it's probably one of those cycles and should we sell? The reality is if you're selling to buy something else in Tassie or up the Eastern Seaboard, probably no better time to do it, even if you're increasing, because the gap's smaller than what it's going to be at another point in time. So I think it's a really good time to think about, should you, instead of putting something on hold, bring it forward. And it's certainly some of the data we're looking at looks that way at the moment. So I'd say it's definitely been a lower transactional market for the last 12 months, and looks like that'll pick up again springtime onwards. So it'll be interesting to see how much it picks up. But it's good that we've still been getting those numbers out there and showing properties selling well into the $1 million plus range still, and multiple offers on properties in all sort of price range. So there's still plenty of activity, people watching the market. They're just a little bit cautious, I think, across the board. So yeah. And you guys were busy yesterday with some best and fairest counting for the football club, I believe.
Oh, he was busy.
He was busy, yeah, getting votes. Yeah.
That was a good day out there, like.
Yeah.
I was going to say, did you count everyone you got this year?
Nah.
And who were the winners in each of the categories?
Well, I think Colts, Braden Shaw took it out with, is it Sunil Welly?
Yes.
Took it out to runner-up as well, and then, where is his other one? See our man here.
Yep.
Yeah, reserves. Damon Crouch and Matt Coe won it, and myself and Andrew Crowe come runner-up.
Yep.
So.
How about the girls? Your team?
We had Emma Groves take it out. I think it was on like 52 votes, and our runner-up Molly Ford was 48 votes, so it wasn't too much.
Pretty
of
close.
Yeah. Close to the scene of that one.
Yep.
And then, in the seniors, Cameron Jones won pretty comfortably.
Okay.
He won in round 4, didn't he?
I think he held 60 or 70 votes or something like that.
Yeah,
Second was Tom Wright, I think that was 40, 42 or something like
Yeah,
that. So,
yeah.
won pretty comfortably.
Sure. A couple other things. The netball team that we sponsor, they've got their dinner in the next couple of weeks, so keep an eye out for that, everyone. And the Hilltop Bike is ramping up with some of the stuff coming into October. So the Gala Ball is going to be held at West Point this year, and there's going to be the official launch was last week, so it was pretty big there last year. Lots of people walking up the hills. So it looks like we're probably going to get even bigger this year. So everyone pencil that into their calendars for October. And we'll talk more about that getting closer to the date. So lots and lots of stuff happening at this time of year with the ending of some of the sporting seasons and starting different ones coming up. So yeah.
Got that boring month of October, don't we?
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, everyone goes gardening.
Exactly.
Yeah, nothing to watch on TV.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you next week on the update.